Okay, so you had an experience that you say could change my mind about Airbnbs for the worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear this.
You know, it's funny. This might be one of those interviews where you need to like blur out my face and like do my voice because that would make it really funny. No, I'm just kidding.
It was on the night of when I first got there.
Yeah. Estevan, what I'm actually here to tell you today is that Airbnb is going down.
Lights, camera, action.
UPS, you piece of
I was like, you know what I want to do one day? I want to join a gang.
We're in 2022. Upgrade the cameras. We can see Saturn and shit, but like I can't get a clear picture of someone robbing the gas station.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
If you would classify my haircut as a broccoli haircut.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I did get a little self-conscious at one point, remembering when you said broccoli haircut. And I said to myself, did I get a broccoli haircut? I think I might have gotten a broccoli haircut, but I'm glad to know, and not saying maybe I will get a broccoli haircut.
Maybe someday.
And maybe you'll change your mind about it.
Yeah, maybe I'll be like, shit, some people can pull off the Brock.
You'll be like, the Brock is better in the 25 to 35 demographic.
Yeah.
And you'll go, that's Brock time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the Brock timeline.
Brock time.
It'll be like in like cosmetology school textbooks.
Yeah.
It'll be like the coined phrase Brock time.
Brock time.
Where it became illegal for people under the age of 25 to get a broccoli haircut and illegal for them to get one after 35.
Yeah. There's a very short window where you can have the Brock.
And that's the only time it looks good. Okay, cool. I don't have a Brock. I think it's also because I'm half black and
you're
like
naturally curly.
Yeah.
These other kids are getting fucking perms and shit.
Okay, and I didn't know that was the extent of it.
I'm assuming. There's no way that many people have
you're right.
that kind of naturally curly hair in that way. Like
Yeah, we could be in a permdemic, would you say? Would you even classify this as a permdemic?
I would. I really would, man. I would. And what's awful is like perm. I think perm, isn't it just short for permanent? Is that what it's short for?
So it is, I think. I'm 90% sure. And also the information about perms as we were growing up in life, I feel like we never got a clear answer.
No, because you used to get tortured.
Yeah.
You used to get torched and made fun of for getting a perm.
Right.
Now you have to get a perm.
You only can get a perm.
Yeah.
There's some places that are only perm salons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like perm. I don't. You might have to cut that shit.
I know. I got one.
Yeah.
We're gonna open a salon called Can You Smell What the Brock Is Cooking?
Ooh.
And you can only get broccoli haircuts there.
Oh yeah. And then because that could be like wrestling, and mine could be like have you ever been to 3D Cuts?
No.
Okay, it's a hair it's a hair shop. It's
a wig store.
It's a barber shop in the Heights, and their whole thing is they're like UFC. So like all the UFC stars have been there and they sign their posters, and everyone's like, yeah, like that's John Jones, like he was fucking high and drunk as shit and hit a car with a pregnant lady in it. And if you say that at 3D Cuts, people won't like you because that to them, like John Jones has done no wrong.
Yeah. They're like, I would have too.
And maybe you have, and maybe I have.
Yeah.
And maybe
on the way here.
And there is still time to see.
Yeah.
Just kidding. The point of that joke being, I would name my permanent perm salon. I would name it Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
UFC fighter.
I love it.
And it would just be posters of him everywhere, signed by him, but it'll be the same one. Yeah. Just the same Brock Lesnar poster around the entire fucking perm palace. Perm palace.
That's another one.
Okay, and then there's Perm Palace right next to Shoe Palace in the mall. And it's an offshoot of fucking Shoe Palace. And that was a genius move by them.
That was.
Because now I heard their CEO is richer than Elon Musk. And I heard that he just inserted the first artificial intelligence chip inside. Okay, this got dark and weird. I'm sorry. I don't actually want to take it there.
Yeah.
Things are getting weird in the world.
They are. I know. We'll bookmark that for when Tyler's
Let's see if it happens first.
Yeah.
Because if it does, then this is the Redband prediction.
This is. We gotta say that because Tyler will be here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
For Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Spooky times.
Spooky
So
Oktoberfest.
We'll bring that up. He might even know already. He's like, I have a chip.
Yeah. He's like the first. He's like, you know what? When they approached me,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I didn't think I would do this, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go. This is the future, guys.
Yeah.
So that would be scary.
That'd be wild.
And that's something to look forward to.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, we also predicted something else, and that was so this podcast is going to come out at a time when you've seen like a million Spirit Halloween stores already.
Halloween stuff is already everywhere.
It's already, I mean, where the hell was I that had Christmas shit? You know who had Christmas shit? Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Damn. And I know them. They're the kind of place they could have Christmas shit at any time of the year.
Yeah,
and
they
you'd be
could.
like,
They
that,
could, yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Like they just have all seasons. They don't have all colors. Not all colors, but all seasons. Yeah. They do.
It's just like the whole thing.
It smells like fried chicken over here, cinnamon sticks over here, pumpkin spice over here,
Yeah.
roses and petals over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get the whole
I got fried chicken and French toast at Cracker Barrel.
breakfast of champs.
Think about that for
Yeah.
a second. Plus Christmas stuff. But yeah, I also saw Christmas stuff at Costco already. So I mean,
Dude, Costco in July.
Yeah.
Had Halloween and Christmas in July.
Yeah. I bet. Yep.
Bowls of acorns.
Yeah.
Or no, pine cones. Bowls of pine corns. Corns? What the fuck am I talking about? Bowls of pine cones. Thank you.
Bowls of fucking pine cones.
And then
ladies
all they
gentlemen.
do. Okay, so that's for fall Halloween.
Yeah.
Bowls of pine cones.
Yeah.
All they do for Christmas, they take the unsold pine cones to the back. They dust them with white, put them back out for the Christmas pine cones.
That is so good.
That's all they do.
That's true. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Actually, they even have a big pine cone dusting ritual. I heard
They do.
in Minnesota at the main Target headquarters.
Yeah.
Where they sacrifice a soccer mom. It's
She's wearing the Ugg boots.
Yeah.
The big oversized like light brown scarf. You know, like a white thin jacket.
yeah. And then a guy in a Santa Claus outfits, you know, he does the thing that you do when you sacrifice someone. Need I explain more?
They run around in a circle and they throw
Yeah.
the white powder
Over all the
to symbolize Christmas is here.
pine cones and acorns.
Yeah.
To symbolize Christmas is here, plus a little blood for the old, for what Christmas really means, which is an old pagan ritual, but
Yeah.
we won't get into that.
For Hallmark.
Yeah, for Hallmark, which by the way, I'm interested in covering the Tubi movie soon.
Oh, yes.
So we gotta, I'm just giving another like thought out loud to you and to the audience.
the audience.
Is that something you guys would like? I know. How could you not?
How could you not? I mean,
So-
Tubi, if you know anything about Tubi, like they will just put anything on.
Yeah.
Anything.
And this is one type of thing I think we got to watch. This year we will watch a Hallmark movie too.
We have to.
But also we got to watch a Tubi movie live and in the flesh. Or I don't know if live recording, but like together.
Together, we'll see it together. We'll report
see
on
about
it.
recording.
Actually, yeah, DM us the worst possible Tubi movie you think you could find.
Yeah.
And if there's some overlap or whatever, like we'll just compile them in a list. And
Yeah.
we'll put it out there and let you guys vote. And we have to watch that Tubi movie.
Oh yeah.
We have to, even if it drives us insane.
Oh, I please God make it the craziest worst one. Like I mean anything. Like I mean I've seen a few where I mean the did you see the one where the gun? It's like, have you seen the movie Wanted? I think it's
Yes.
called, with the curving bullet.
Yeah.
So that happens in a Tubi movie, but it's just two actors at what is seemingly just a park in broad daylight hiding behind trees. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if you saw some kids playing in the background while they were making this home video of a movie. And they do the wanted curve.
Oh man, those are my favorite.
And it was just, I mean, yeah. So that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. That's what I want.
I'm down for that. And then in December, we should hit up Santa Jaws.
Oh, baby.
We've talked about it long enough, man. We gotta see it.
Santa Jaws is coming to town.
I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So enough future talk.
Yeah.
That's down the line. We're in our favorite season right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're entering into it. There's smells that are starting to effervesce into the air around us.
Yeah.
You're in a hoodie, in sweats. We're starting to, it's cooling off just a bit, just a little bit. And football started.
Ooh, football started.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in a hoodie and I'm in sweats, and I took advantage when I saw an opening. And that's how you got to play this time of year.
Yep.
I thought I saw an opening the other day. I didn't. Right. I didn't take a chance the other day and ended up raining and being cloudy.
Yeah.
I literally walked to my car without a hoodie. And that's how safe you play it these days.
Yep.
Right now, I'm in a hoodie. I'm in some sweats. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. We're here.
Happening.
And it's signified by football being back.
I love hearing some of the announcer voices.
Oh.
The voice of Al Michaels. When night has come and football is on, and Al Michaels' voice just... I'm still heartbroken that they tore him and Chris Collinsworth apart, because Sunday night, that was the spot.
Yeah. Dare I say, even the quality of the Sunday night football games has been going down as well.
Yeah.
They've kind of been shitty. These are not really good matchups, and I feel like they know it.
I mean, you can't tear the dynamic duo apart.
Yeah.
They don't work separately.
Yeah.
But I still hear those voices, and it hits those neurological points that have been created, those pathways over the years of it's Sunday night. Sunday depression comes in because you got school the next day. You've got an essay you haven't even started.
You haven't even looked at.
Carrie Underwood comes on the screen. She starts singing the Sunday Night Football theme.
Yeah.
You hear the the logo comes up. Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth start talking. Chris Collinsworth, well, we talked about it before the game. Spectacular, this guy. And then you got Al Michaels with the soothing voice to counteract whatever crazy shit Chris Collinsworth just said.
Yes.
Give me all of it, man.
And
I'll overdose on it.
That is what I was going to compare it to. I mean, it really is drugs.
Yeah.
It's drugs.
It's drugs.
And as a man, as an American at all, because we don't even need to gender this, many love football.
Yep.
From all walks of life. And many hate football, and they have a right and a reason to. I mean,
go ahead. Hey.
People's heads are getting bashed in. They do crazy stuff when they get old.
Yep.
And it's definitely because football.
For sure.
A lot of football players have done a lot of
crazy shit.
Demoralizing things.
Yeah.
Demoralizing things. So anyhow, we also, though, will continue to watch football and play fantasy football.
And we're playing.
Oh, we're playing.
What is your fantasy team name this year?
All right, so this is a fun one.
Okay.
And it's a fun one because I'm not even going to try and hype it up too much. It's kind of cute.
Okay.
It's kind of cute.
Okay.
I opted for cute this year.
Yeah.
Last year I was vulgar.
Oh.
You remember?
What was yours last year?
Last year's mine was
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Jalen hurts when I pee.
Yes.
Now that's vulgar.
I like it though.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
And
it's fun.
Fantasy is a place for the vulgarity at times.
It is a great play on what, because some of these names,
yes,
you have to play on them.
Absolutely.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, I think I even had Suck My Nick Chubb at one point. Who I have Nick. I will always draft Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
If he comes my way, he's on the team. I've never rejected Nick Chubb. Maybe not even his rookie year, because I could be a football analyst. Mm-hmm. I saw Nick Chubb run one play in college at Georgia.
Yeah.
And I said, that guy's going to be a star.
Ooh.
And I don't even watch college football that much.
Yeah.
I've gotten away from college football so much, probably since I got to college, because it's different when you're the same age as every fucker on this television, and then you're either kind of jealous or you're either kind of jealous or you just like don't care as much because the same douchebag is the same dickhead from your fucking English class that you fucking did acid with at that party, and who gives a fuck now? Like they're the same people as you, they're the same age. Anyways, college football. But Nick Chubb, I saw one run.
Yeah.
And I said, he's the guy.
And you were right. There he is.
Yeah. So, okay. Team name.
Okay. This year.
Oh, for context, this year I drafted T. Higgins.
Okay.
Bengals wide receiver 2.
Yep.
0 points last week. Tons of fucking points this week. So it doesn't matter.
Good job, Higgins.
I almost regretted my name after week 1.
Yeah.
I named my team this year Hig Newtons.
I love it. Hig Newtons.
Like Fig Newtons.
Yes.
But Hig Newtons.
I love it.
I opted for cute this year. You know, I just wasn't in the headspace to just get real ratchet. I wasn't ready to get ratchet. So, okay, I got to know what your team name is.
I was torn between two. Again, I had one that could be categorized as the more ratchet.
Okay.
I went with the little more fun, playful, cute name.
All right. You did too.
I did.
Okay.
So option 1 was, everyone knows the quarterback, Jared Goff.
Oh, we love Goff.
Option 1 was Turn and Goff.
Turn and Goff. It took me a second, but I realized it the second I said it out loud. Wow.
If you are a man and you've ever got a physical, the old turn and cough is what it's referred to.
I have never heard that one.
Turn and Goff.
Ever.
Yeah.
You see a lot of names and you're like, that's a common one.
Yeah.
Or you're like, that was on The League, the TV show. You saw The League?
I've never seen that.
Oh, you gotta watch The League, man.
Okay.
It's comedy.
Yeah.
FX. If you got Hulu, you gotta
do.
watch The League. It's all about fantasy football.
Okay.
Nick Kroll. What's his name? Jason something, who is super funny. If you saw him, you'd recognize him. But I can't really bring any other context right now. Estevan. But anyhow.
Anyway.
It's about fantasy football and it's comedy.
Yep.
So there you go.
I'll watch it.
Anyhow.
So the name I went with, now I drafted a young man, rookie year, by the name of Bijan.
This is going to be a Bijan podcast, baby. I have Bijan in both my leagues, so we can unite on Bijan's fucking record-setting rookie season. I'm so pumped. Okay.
Bijan Robinson.
So you got Bijan Robinson.
First 2 weeks, he's killing it. 20 plus points each time.
Easy. All day.
So my team name is Bed Bath and Bijan.
I'm going to take a step.
Elijah had to stand up. He had to stand up and pace on that one. Look at him.
Are there any fantasy football name contests you can enter?
I don't know.
Because that might get you a pretty penny.
That would be great.
That's a fucking amazing name, dude.
Yeah, I was
Bed,
excited.
Bath, and Bijan.
Yes, sir.
Bed, Bath, and Bijan. We're still rocking. We're
still going.
Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, I did get up and put that down. And even your first name, though. Even your first name was brilliant.
Jared Turning Goff.
But I see why you went with the other one, because that's an all-timer. That's an all-timer. And it's his first year in the league, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first time people are coming up with names for him.
Yep.
Or their team names based on him, right? Because that's obviously the format you typically operate in, right? You know, that's any good fantasy football name writer's job.
Yeah.
You know, because we're those guys in that league. Some people don't do it.
No.
Not everyone does it. Does everyone do it in your league?
Come up with names?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
You got a couple?
Just like our most popular reel, we might as well do this again.
Yeah, fuck it.
Skyrocket into the charts.
Yeah, we need to get back in the charts, baby.
That thing has over 100,000 views.
Where am I at? Okay.
Oh, good job, Chris Olave. You decided to get off the bench, I guess.
Did he
3.1 points.
God damn, Olave. And hey, Nicholas Chubb, only 5.6 points, but it's only the first quarter.
Yeah,
and you know who he's playing? My Steelers. And I hope he fucks them up. That's how fantasy football works. I could give two shits about my Steelers right now. If they're playing Nicholas Chubb,
Chubb all
I
day.
want him to Nicholas rub his cock all over their faces.
So we've got the Pollard Express.
Ooh.
Tony Pollard, running back, the Dallas Cowboys. mixed with the Polar Express. We got the Pollard Express.
So good. But I love it better when you explain it because it makes it's like you know it, but it's funnier when you hear it out loud. Yeah. Like fully, thoroughly understood.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And then I think most everyone else in the league actually has the same ones from last year.
Okay.
So we got all Burrow D's.
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Burrow. Team Joe Buck Yourself. And then the other ones actually don't have any team player play on words.
Yeah.
So that's what we got in our league.
So here's the thing about keeping the same name from last season, though. Do you draft the same player that you base that? Because I seen that before where their name is something based on a player or even a team, which some people in leagues will draft fucking teams based on their fucking favorite team. And that's always a bad move.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very occasionally not. If you were like a Patriots fan at one point, maybe not terrible, but
Yeah.
but yeah, would you draft? I would have to draft the same person, and if I didn't, I would have to change my name. What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I would change my name. If I couldn't get Bijan Robinson next year, I would just change it. I would change it to either whoever the hot new, running back, wide receiver, quarterback is coming into the league. Like, do that. But I would definitely change my name if I didn't have him because it doesn't make sense to me.
Who's the Puka Nakua, right? And
Yes.
you got him, right?
I got him. I've got
Okay,
Puka
so
Nakua.
people are going to be making names based on him. Can we come up with some?
Winnie the Puka Nakua. Right now, I just thought of that. That's probably a name. That has to be a name.
That's going to be. Oh, someone's going to do that. Yeah. Wait, what's his name again? Now my brain's forgetting his name. Puka Nakua?
Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua.
Wait, let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, Puka Nakua.
Because it's his time. He's going to be a fantasy. There's a different level. You can be a really popular NFL player, but it's kind of different when you're a popular NFL player and you're good at fantasy because you become a darling for the whole community and everyone's in love with you. Austin Eckler is still riding the coattails of becoming the fantasy football darling. He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's not going to be, he's not going to be. Probably won't win a Super Bowl. Sorry, Austin Eckler. Not that he watches this, but he's probably not winning one until later down the line. I don't know. But he's a fucking fantasy football darling.
Man,
and that's going to be Puka.
Kills it on there.
So Puka Nakua, something with like Pookie.
Yeah.
Pookie Nakuki could be pretty sick because that rhymes. And I would opt in for that just because it's not a pun. But it rhymes. Yeah. And it's like, it'd be like if I was like a little Japanese girl playing fantasy football. That's probably what I would name my team. And so that's what it would be.
I like that.
Yeah. Puka Nakuki.
So what about in your league? Do you have any other good names?
So let's have a look see at my league. I would love to know, even if any of one in my league besides my dad knows I have a podcast and would listen to this. Only a few people. So this is one that makes me wonder because this one they named their team and this is the same as last year. I don't know if it's every year or 2 years maybe, but it's definitely the 2 years. So their name is Hurts SZN, and I'm just pointing that out. I'm like, because did they draft Jalen Hurts?
Oh yeah, Hurts season.
They didn't. They didn't draft Jalen Hurts, so that's I would have to go change that bad boy. Yeah, this name doesn't, I don't know. It says just in time with TP. So Tony Pollard, it could be because Tony Pollard is on the team.
Okay.
So just in time with TP. I kind of like it. Okay. Now, this is probably my favorite. So basically, no. I'm the only one who does a silly name. Yeah. And essentially, this other one's a silly name. It's Team Boats in Hose 505.
Kind of a mouthful, but all right.
Now that's a silly name.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with football.
No.
But I love it.
But hey.
I love it. I'll tell you how conceited I am though. When the league opened back up, in the place of my name, I put TBD. As in to be decided. Ooh. So that people would know, like, I don't have a name yet because I haven't thought of one yet.
Yeah.
Brilliantly thought of one yet.
I like
so
that. TBD.
There you have it.
So that's fantasy.
So that's fantasy. I got a PS5.
We
Can rap about that real quick. I feel like something came up that made me think about. That's what came up is I got Madden this year.
Yeah.
It's because I've been really into football again this year. Like really into football. I watched like all the football documentaries that came out.
Nice.
I watched the Johnny Manziel, the Tim Tebow. You should check them out if you got free time.
Did you watch the
Bishop Sycamore?
No, the Kelseys, the Kelsey one.
They have a doc. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch that one.
Yeah.
I watched the quarterback one on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So the Kelseys, I listened to their podcast, but I didn't know they had a doc.
Yeah, I think it just came out. Like it premiered after a game on Sunday or last week or something. It like just came out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I did not see that one, but I will watch that one. I like the Kelseys.
watch that one.
I like the Kelseys. Good boys, those boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was there was like, okay, so I left a job. Did I talk about that on this last one? I'm not going to talk about it like in depth, but
I
like
don't remember. I don't think so.
I left a job. If I talked about it, I talked about it. I know I probably didn't talk about it in depth when I talked about it, and I won't again because I don't want to. But but I left a job and I had a lot of free time, which I needed to just relax and have time to me. And it was really, really nice. And it ended up working out financially. It actually ended up working out financially better than if I would have even stayed working at that fucking job.
Oh, yeah.
Being jobless will force you to take a couple of risks.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like illegal risks because I didn't rob people. I just asked my bank for more money, like in credit cards, and
Yeah.
I asked for a loan and they gave it to me. I wasn't asking for like $20,000, but
Yeah.
I have a good relationship with my bank. I said, hey, can we get some more credit on the credit card?
Yeah.
And, and that's okay. That's what you do with banks, man. This is America,
Yeah.
So, and they said, can we ever?
Yeah.
And
They're like, hey.
and then I said, I'm getting a PlayStation. So, so that happened. But during that free time, before I bought the PlayStation, I would just watch YouTube videos of dudes playing Madden because it just came out. And I was like, fuck, I want to fucking play Madden. Then Mortal Kombat 1 was coming out.
Yeah.
And me and Santana were playing Mortal Kombat 11 like a bunch. I'm like, there's already a new Mortal Kombat coming out.
Yeah.
So, your boy had to get it.
Hell yeah.
And
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the PS5 fam.
Yeah. Oh, yours isn't in here anymore. Otherwise,
not-
I'd pet it
Yeah.
like an animal.
Yeah.
So we still need to play. Maybe we could stream.
Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck. We both have
stream.
PlayStations now. Like I
we
will
do.
fucking stream.
For real.
We gonna talk about that off camera, folks. We
think
gonna see what
I-
happens. So, but you've been up to some stuff. Your
Yeah.
dang self. So tell
did.
us a little bit about some stuff. You've been up to.
Yeah, so I had quite the week. 1 week at this point. It's like over a month ago, but I saw 50 Cent in concert.
Wow. 50.
50.
I mean, if we haven't emphasized already, 50.
Yep. 50 Cent.
Who was with 50?
So it was Jeremiah.
I'm sure I know his songs.
He sings "Birthday Sex."
Oh.
And he said, okay, so Jeremiah opened,
Yeah.
and he had a stripper pole on the stage,
Wow.
and he had strippers, exotic dancers on the stage with him. And so he sang "Birthday Sex" twice. One during his set, and once again during 50s, but this time it was a slowed down piano version, and he simulated oral sex with a woman who was laying on the piano with her legs open.
Now that's a mouthful.
Literally.
So people, that's actually a thing that's a part of but that was in 50 Cent's performance even? It wasn't even like a 50 Cent remix. It was just him on a piano. He just came out he did Birthday Sex again while simulating the orals.
Yeah, so what happened was they have a song together. It's damn, what is that song called? It's 50 Cent and Jeremiah. Fuck, I can't think of the chorus, so I can't think of what it's called. It's just like Shimone, Shimone.
Oh, how do I feel like
this is fire? 50 and Jeremiah.
Oh, wait. Is that? Oh, okay.
Oh, put it down on me.
Oh,
Is that what it's
put
called?
it
Down on me. Okay, so he came out to do
Okay.
that song with 50.
Okay.
50 went backstage to do a costume change. Jeremiah sat at the piano, started playing a slowed down piano,
Okay.
birthday sex, ate the girl out on the piano. 50 Cent comes out
Oh.
again. So 50 Cent had already done like a long, maybe like an hour's worth of music at this point.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
That's great.
He comes out. It was super cool. So you know the song Many Men?
Love Many Men.
Many Men. So you know that there's the gunshots to open the song, and then it's like pew, 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 pew. So on every single beat, an article of clothing, his whole like outfit ripped off.
That's
and it just revealed a
crazy.
different color until
Yeah.
he got down to the 50 Cent wife beater, white pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like, man, people are really performers. And sometimes I wonder, I don't think I sometimes understand the magnitude. There was a time in my life where I thought I could do maybe 50 Cent's job.
Yeah.
Not putting myself down, not saying I couldn't work hard enough maybe to get somewhere in that realm, but I'm saying I don't think people understand how hard people work. That's different than when you go down to the Sunshine Theater and see some,
Yeah.
but it's that work and dedication, and you got to see that live. That's amazing.
I got to see that. So Jeremiah opened.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes followed.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love Busta Rhymes. I'm more Busta Rhymes than 50. 50 had more of an impact on me, but I love Busta.
Oh, and he went for it. Like he had the entertain. Like he didn't just rap his songs and leave. Like he in between, he had playful banter with the guy who was up there with him.
Love that. Love
Introduced a new song, which sounds fire. I think he's got a new album coming out, produced by Timbaland. So we know drops some fire shit.
I mean, he's the original fire dropper.
I think he's currently working on an album with JT, Justin Timberlake, who they've done albums before in the past, they're just so I'm excited for that.
They're probably his best albums, right?
They are.
Like,
'Cause I think Justin Timberlake's most recent album was not with Timberland.
Yeah.
Kind of like tanked.
yeah, for sure.
So this next one will probably be absolute heat.
Justin Timberlake is such an abstract concept. It's just like
It's not even a person.
sometimes you forget, but he's always been there.
Yeah, man. He's done it all, dude. He did Mickey Mouse Clubhouse as a kid.
That's insane.
He did the boy band thing.
Yeah.
He did the solo pop star thing.
Yeah.
He did the controversial Nip Flash thing at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
He's been in movies. He's been in TV shows probably.
He's been in really good movies and really TV show well, his work on SNL is
Okay,
like
and SNL.
had an impact on pop culture in the TV realm.
Yep.
A really big one.
The artists that he's collaborated with.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of just an all around guy. Like there's nothing he can't do that I've seen.
I mean, he took a selfie with a kid at the Super Bowl, Estevan.
He's doing God's work. The fact that he got the Super Bowl again
Damn,
twice.
that's crazy.
He's
actually.
been.
I
You know how
didn't think
many
about
people
that.
have done that? Like we're talking like big stars have done the Super Bowl twice. So he's up there. Like
Probably with like Michael Jackson or something like
Prince.
that. Maybe Prince.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Prince did it twice, I
twice? Did he
think,
do it
because he
twice?
did it in the modern, but he must have done it back then.
I don't remember how many people have done it twice, but JT twice. man.
Very few.
wild.
Very few.
So anyway, that was the 50 Cent concert. Shout out to Armando for the tickets.
Shout.
He got us in there. That was awesome. Good seats too. Good seats. We were in there.
And where was it at?
It was at Isleta.
Isleta Amphitheater?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love
you know,
Isleta.
out there,
yeah,
outdoor
yeah.
one, yeah.
I've been there. Sorry. I don't know why I was getting mixed up with that and the one by the fairgrounds.
Oh, Tingly.
Ugh.
That place is ass, dude.
worse.
Just bulldoze it and try it.
They should build a new one. Damn, make it the soccer stadium. Make it an indoor stadium and make it the soccer stadium, but do events. Dude, that fucking takes care of everything. Everyone's been so conflicted about them building a new soccer stadium. Dude, fucking get rid of Tingley. Do events at the soccer stadium. It doesn't even have to be that big.
It's not that great of a place right now. Like I saw Elton John there.
Oh,
At Tingley.
yeah.
And it's just the acoustics in there are not, it's just not right. The seats are from like the 1980s.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's where we used to have hockey when we had hockey. At one point
Hockey.
in time. Like it's just outdated. It needs to be redone.
Graduations, every fucking graduation. They should have
fucking
graduations
rodeo.
at different places too. Why would they have a graduation there still? It's like, geez.
I've seen bull riding there. I saw Rascal
riding.
Flats before they were huge.
Shout out.
At that, literally, like they were performing at the rodeo, and it's just like, who's this? They have one song. And now they're huge. But
They needed money, didn't they? I bet.
yeah, I'm sure.
They need, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
No, for real. So that was one day.
Yeah.
A few days later, when I was at the 50 Cent concert, I saw someone being advertised that I had never heard of. who I'm finding more and more is like this crazy popular artist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I not hearing about this person until right now?
Yeah.
But they were advertising for this guy named Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
So anyone who's heard of Jelly Roll, he's like I wouldn't even say country singer, but he's kind of like country rock rap, like a hybrid, but not the shitty country hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so I was like, Jelly Roll, who's that? A few days later, I end up shooting a video for one of his guys named Struggle Jennings.
Wow.
We're doing a music video for him. I'm helping out, and it was like quick, like in a couple hours, because it was the day of the concert.
Yeah.
So they came in, turnaround time, couple hours to shoot before they have to head to the venue for the concert, and then went to the Jelly Roll concert. Saw that guy, saw Jelly Roll. So I was like,
dude,
whirlwind.
That's a bit of a fucking whirlwind. So how was Jelly Roll's concert?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
And I didn't know a single one of his songs. And
Right.
it was still great.
And he brought the heat.
He brought the heat. And let me tell you something. We need to get better at a lot of stuff in this town. We can't even do a crowd surf properly.
Ooh, I've seen, the crowd surf in this town goes sideways. And if you're a woman, you probably shouldn't crowd surf in this city. I mean, I just wouldn't trust the hands
man.
that are touching you.
But this guy, he was like an in-between. I think he was one of the singers, but he came out in between acts to just keep the audience hyped.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? I want to crowd surf. Puts the microphone down and he jumps into the crowd and they fucking dropped him.
The artist or the person up on the stage?
Yeah.
That's crazier. Like, damn.
They couldn't carry him to save their life. Like he was struggling. Like you just see him up and they had him for a second and then he's sinking in. Then you just see feet up, down.
Damn.
And then he was like, I got to get back. So they tried to surf him back. He got to the rail. He hit the rail. They dropped him back again. He was like, I'm going to fucking go.
Dude.
Like, and then later in the concert, when Jelly Roll was actually performing, they had this kid up front in a wheelchair. And Jelly Roll was like, I need that kid up here right now.
That's great.
Super cool.
He's that kind of guy.
But we couldn't even carry the guy earlier. Crowd surfing. Like, are you kidding me?
No.
So he was like, let's not drop him. We need all hands on deck. Like, don't drop him. And they carried him up there.
Okay, thank God. Oh, I thought I mean, that would have probably been news though. If a person in a wheelchair was dropped at a Jelly Roll concert.
Oh, that'd be news. Man.
That would be, so I would have heard of that. That makes a lot of sense. So no, I'm glad they didn't drop him.
Yeah, no. And that was a hats off to Jelly Roll. He seems like a really just down to earth, cool guy. Like
stand up fella.
He praised us here. He was like, I'm never doing another tour without stopping here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's kind of like the concert thing to do. Like, you guys are the best one on the tour so far. You tell all your stops that, but
I wonder, because I do have trust issues around that. I genuinely have trust issues when they tell us. What did Slipknot say one time? I think they were kind of like, we haven't been here in like 6 years, or honestly, never mind. But sorry, I was gonna say I thought the last time they had been there was when I saw them in 8th grade, but that's not the case. They had come a few more times after that, but they still hadn't, or maybe it was since the pandemic, literally.
yeah.
And same thing. I think they were kind of like, this was the biggest crowd yet on the tour, and I'm like,
I doubt it.
Come on. You don't have to say it if it's not true, you know? And then they're like, we're gonna, I imagine if they were like, we're gonna go back there and tell our booking agent right now because it's his fault that we haven't been here in 6 years. It wasn't even us, because Albuquerque is the sickest place on the fucking planet. And then he goes back there and he's like, never bring us fucking back here again. I swear to God.
You lose the booking sheet and then city never ends up there and there again, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, he's like, literally, why did we come here at all? Like, are you serious?
You're fired. actually.
I do have trust issues with that, though. I do. Yes.
But he seemed like a really cool guy, like a genuine guy.
So I know of Jelly Roll only okay, so I'll tell you this. Even in the world that I come from, this is not why I know of Jelly Roll, but it turns out he is pretty big in like the recovery kind of vibe thing. He talks about like recovery and mental health stuff, you know. But even then though, I didn't see Jelly Roll until there's this really funny TikTok comedian, and he does kind of like Southern characters. Have you ever come across him? He's very like Louisiana, Alabama, but he's like a cool dude and super funny. And he did a skit like being Jelly Roll's bodyguard with Jelly Roll. And that's how I saw him. This fucking guy, you know? But yeah, so it turns out he's pretty big in the like recovery, like mental health thing though. Very positive, uplifting.
Yes, very much.
Change your life.
Turn your life around, forgiving, second chances.
We love that.
Yeah, you get that energy from him, which I like. It's cool.
We love that.
We need more of that in this world. I feel like everyone's just so down. One and you're done now.
God damn, dude. I know. It's insane. Something I had done recently that is of utter importance would be the fact that I ate at Fork and Fig.
Oh, man. So if you remember several episodes ago, we were like, what is Fork and Fig? Has anyone even eaten there? We hadn't heard anything about it.
It was like, did it even exist, right? Like, is it still there?
Is it in the Twilight Zone?
A question I had to ask, because things move so fast. Okay, there was a place that was connected to Fork and Fig. I don't know if you remember. It was like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, Filling Phillies.
There's a Chiba Hut there now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Filling Phillies is gone?
Filling Phillies is gone. But maybe there is a Philly place up in the Heights off Wantabo and Candelaria. That place is actually fire, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Because of inflation right now, which is a big problem. No one's talking about it. It's a big problem and no one's talking about it. I mean, every time I turn on my TV, it's the Kardashians. Why isn't anyone talking about inflation? Just kidding. Everyone's talking about it.
I wish more people would talk about inflation.
I wish it was the central topic.
I wish it would just get beaten into my mind.
That football you guys were talking about earlier, they should replace that with talk about inflation.
Yeah.
I love how I was a third person talking to us.
We joke, obviously. Everyone's talking about inflation.
That's the only thing we're talking about. And we're living it too. So
it's great.
Fuck me.
Can't escape it.
So Fork and Fig was the concept, just that example of Filling Phillies being replaced by a Chiba Hut. That's how quick things move around there.
Yeah.
Things move fast. So I'm in the camp, or I was, of is it even still there?
Correct.
And we found out it was.
Okay.
Remember, me and you though, we did that. We found out it was, and we also looked at the menu, and I remember we were a little like not terrible.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You recall that? Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
I go to eat there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the best restaurant in the city is what I'm going to pose right now.
Okay.
After my experience there. I mean, it was amazing.
Really?
It was a delight.
Damn.
It was delectable.
Wow.
It was unimaginable.
Yeah.
It was the kind of thing a man believes in to get him through a war.
That's the thing that when you're dying in a blizzard, you don't have flashbacks to your kids or your family. You have flashbacks to Fork and Fig.
They should clip that and use it as a commercial, dude.
They should.
That would be sick because more people need to know about this.
Yeah, hit us up for the marketing.
Hit us up for the marketing.
And we'll get you some ads.
I got a green chili burger with potatoes, but it was like mashed potatoes, but it was like mashed fingerling potatoes, like very buttery, very like garlicky. Oh my God.
We love garlic.
With a green chili burger, but it was like red chili aioli, that type of shit.
That's some fancy shit.
Dude, when you see a fucking aioli,
okay,
a true aioli is not just a food, it's an idea. And so when you're at a place where aioli is more than just what you're going to taste, but it's more of like a concept that exists in the ether. That's when you're at a place. And that's what Fork and Fig is, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to open a restaurant and call it Holy Aioli.
Right next to fucking what's our perm place?
Well, we've got a few. We've got Can you smell what the Brock is cooking?
Can you smell we got Brock Lesnar.
Perm Palace and
Perm
Brock Lesnar.
Palace. That's the one I was thinking of. In the mall, you could hit the Shoe Palace.
Yeah.
You could hit the Perm Palace. And then you could hit the what the
Holy
hell?
Aioli.
The Holy Aioli. You could hit the damn Holy Aioli. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so you had an experience that you say could change my mind about Airbnbs for the worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear this.
You know, it's funny. This might be one of those interviews where you need to like blur out my face and like do my voice because that would make it really funny. No, I'm just kidding.
It was on the night of when I first got there.
Yeah. Estevan, what I'm actually here to tell you today is that Airbnb is going down. It's actually on the downturn. As of right now, Airbnb is a dying industry and no one is talking about this.
We're about to blow the roof off this Airbnb thing.
We could literally do like a UPS thing with Airbnb. I bet you.
Oh, that bad. I'm so curious.
If this issue hadn't been resolved, honestly, I would maybe think about it, but I'm pretty sure. No, the issue was resolved. And I'll give Airbnb that.
Okay.
I'll give them that. The issue was financially resolved.
Okay.
All right, let me paint the picture.
Paint it. I'm here.
We're taking Santana to college.
Yeah.
Santana, you know him, friend of the pod, brother of the pod, my little brother.
Young San.
Chuchi. My boy, my son. Just kidding. But I do think of him like a son.
Yeah.
But I got to let him fly. So my Chooch, my dude, we're taking him to college and, you know, he's going to Arizona State.
Nice.
He's been loving it, by the way, living his life. So if we're in Phoenix, hot as balls.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just emphasizing that because that just like adds on top of it. Like we got back to the Airbnb because it was a nice fucker too. Oh, this was a nice fucker.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was really like one of the coolest Airbnbs I've ever stayed at. And I'm not lying. Now, I've stayed at some nice ones that I would not put it up to. But in terms of like inner city Airbnb experience, like this was sick and one of the best I've ever been to.
Wow.
And we've done a lot. We don't just talk about this from experience.
Yeah.
Like we got our travel on.
Oh, yeah.
They're around here. We see the world.
We try.
Redband. Around here. We see the world.
New slogan.
New slogan right there. So, all right, we get back. And that's why I emphasize it's hot because the last thing you want to do is leave again when you get back for the rest of the day. Right? We had gone about, done our business, you know, check some things out, got some supplies at Target.
Get a little heat stroke.
Get a little heat stroke in between. And you're like, we got to go back home.
Yeah.
So my mom was like trying to see because like the way this sleeping arrangements were going to be, there was enough room, but there might not have been enough pillows and blankets.
Okay.
Yeah, pillows and blankets were kind of the issue, right? Which is also a fucking red flag already. Like my mom said that she told the dude a month ahead, like we need sleeping arrangements that would have been just 4 of us. Yeah. It's for 4 people.
Yeah.
I'm like really trying to make sure I don't forget. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 of us in my mom. So 4 people need to be able to sleep comfortably. And the dude did not prepare it. So it was like 2 beds made up and then 2 like nice futon couches that you could sleep on. And so we were like, all right, what are we going to do? So my mom starts looking around, pillows, you know, goes to the downstairs. Now, this is a 3-story condo. Ooh. That's what's fucking sick about it, right? 3-story condo. Down level, mid-level, living room, kitchen.
Yeah.
Upper level fucking room.
Okay.
Sick as fuck. So my mom goes down there and she's kind of looking at the pillows and sheets and she is baffled. We hear a noise, a screech, if you will, from my mother.
Oh.
And she's saying, what the fuck is this? And then she says, is that a cum stain? Oh. Now, I don't know if she said, I feel like she said that. Which is I think that's what caught my attention because that's extreme. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was like a spider.
Right, yeah.
Something like that. I could understand. Oh my God. Scary.
Spider, yeah.
I don't know if my mom was as vulgar, but she may have been. This is my mother. I love her to death. Who do you think I get the funny from, though?
I mean, it's gotta come from somewhere.
Come on. So, yeah, that's what caught my attention was the intensity.
Yeah.
So I go down there. Sure enough, I mean, it was disgusting. I mean, there was like, not only was there potentially 2 jizz stains on the bed, there was a minimum of 2 jizz stains on the bed, but there was a bit of a streak of brownish something.
Oh, no.
And the thing about brownish something, now that could have been, hey, benefit of the doubt off the top of my head, makeup stain.
Makeup could be makeup.
But when you see a brownish stain upon a bed, all you can think of is shit.
Yep, someone did the old skid mark.
And that's okay. So if let's just say I stopped right there,
Yeah.
would I almost already have convinced you slightly?
Yeah, I mean that's even that's hotels.
Sure.
You know, hotels, they're notorious for not maybe cleaning the sheets the best. All those 60-minute episodes that come on after the Sunday afternoon football game, and they're like, we go into a hotel with a black light, and show you what's going on at the Hilton Garden Inn. You know,
right.
So, but I mean, that would be enough for me to be like, oh fuck no.
Yeah, that would make you hesitate.
Yeah, and I'd say, okay, if that's like that, what else have they not cleaned in here?
And you know, for me, I'll book on Airbnb again.
Yeah,
you know, I'm planning on it, but that doesn't mean I'm not skeptical now a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm really looking at those reviews these days. So yeah, of course, naturally, like you said, that's what you would think.
Yeah.
And so naturally my mom went upstairs and, you know, was like, oh my God. Right. And so Atlanta, my sibling, went upstairs and was like, oh my fucking God. So me and Santana are working out some Mortal Kombat, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not enough. Me and Santana are locked in. All right. We're locked in, as the kids say.
Yeah.
But little by little, just because I'm like kind of nosy, I'm like, what's going on up there? And finally, I'm like, I got to go. Yeah. Because all I heard was, is that period blood?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All I heard was, is that, and then I had to go, is this reality?
Yeah.
So what they did was they stripped the blankets and the sheets to just check everything. Even the pillows were kind of gross. And so like the mattress itself was just disgusting and slightly bloody.
Oh no.
So at that point, we're talking about health hazard.
Yeah. Hepatitis C.
Any number of things. You just can't be too careful.
Yep.
You just can't be too careful.
Nope.
And if you want to run Airbnbs, I'm sorry, you got to like, you know.
on it, man.
So Atlanta, my sibling, you know, so my sibling Atlanta, me and Atlanta were pissed.
Yeah.
We were like fired up. And funny enough, I feel like usually my mom would have been like, let me call that motherfucker. But my mom was kind of like, this is a lot, but what do we want to do? Do we really want to go?
Yeah.
You know, or should we just figure it out? And me and Atlanta were like, fuck that shit. Let's call. And Atlanta was like, oh, fucking call. Okay, so we get on the phone with dude who runs the fucking Airbnb. I shit you not. He suggested that we go to Target and spend our money to buy new sheets.
No fucking way.
And then return them in the morning. I swear on the Father, the Son, and the Holy fucking Spirit, that was this guy's fucking response, was to use our money.
Okay.
Because I guess he wasn't in Phoenix. And so he's like, yeah, use your money to buy sheets at fucking Target and then return them in the morning and get your money back.
No.
Crackhead behavior.
What the fuck?
Crackhead behavior.
What did this guy sound like on the phone?
He sounded like kind of like a posh, like maybe like late 20s, early 30s. He might even be our age kind of guy who was like very trust fundy, but like I very much wouldn't have doubt that we called him like in the middle of like a prostitute bender. Yeah. And he was just like, go buy. He's probably like, if you could afford my Airbnb, you must be able. And it's like, dude, it's not that nice. I mean, it's nice, but
yeah, I mean, come
anyways.
on. From the outside,
yeah,
but you come in here and the fucking sheets are a damn mess.
Sheets are a damn
mess.
mess.
CSI scene.
And we were like, and then he was like, if you guys do decide to leave, I'm gonna have to have someone come over there and make sure you left. It's like, dude, we don't want to fucking stay here. And then at the same time, in the same breath, I swear to you, Estevan, that this motherfucking man told us to make the beds back up
No.
before we fucking left.
Chance.
Put the sheets and all that back on the fucking bed.
I'd be like, or what?
Yeah. Or yeah. Well, and of course we did not. It was like, I should have made him worse. I should have like jumped on him.
You guys should have just taken Amber Heard the sheets.
We should have Amber Hearded the sheets.
We should have.
You're so right. Damn. Which brings me to the new trend with Airbnb, why Airbnb is falling off. So I have been an Airbnb cleaner before. Okay. I have worked for someone who has Airbnbs and I've cleaned for them.
Ugh.
Literally. And like Ashley's done it. We both have done it. Nowadays, Airbnb is like, not only have the prices gone up, but they still include the cleaning fee. But a lot of fucking Airbnb hosts will tell you that you have to clean before you leave.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So as a former Airbnb cleaner, then what the fuck was my job? Or what? Because they still employ cleaners. Yeah. So honestly, they're just scamming people because they still employ cleaners. And even if it takes a fraction of the time off, which might be the incentive as well, which is like you owe a cleaning fee plus clean most of it your damn self.
Yeah, no. If I'm paying a cleaning fee, fuck, like I'm not gonna trash the place.
No.
But also, what am I paying the cleaning fee for if I'm cleaning?
Yeah. I used to think about it really like, you know, why would I clean anything? Because when I used to work as a cleaner, people didn't consider the fact that I was going to have to clean up their shit, and nor should they have to, because my job is to come in and clean your shit. I mean, don't be a barbarian, right? But like, fuck it. Don't trip that hard. And I'm not going to trip that hard because I know someone's finna clean. And so, yeah, so that's that bullshit. So needless to say, we got ourselves a hotel and the hotel's always ready. They knew the Airbnb fad would pass. They were like, just cool, just hang tight,
sat back,
just hang tight. And there they were with open arms. Yeah. Just right around the corner, quality.
The quality in or just
no, but it was just a quality experience.
Gotcha.
It was a quality experience. No, it was like it was like a Hyatt something, but it was like it was like a little bougier. Yeah. Like it was some shit Albuquerque don't even have. I'm not saying it was like over the top. It was very commercial, but like
this is Arizona. You know, they got some elevated experiences.
There were some things that I'd never seen. Yeah, even in in a standard hotel experience, it was very nice, very fresh.
I like. Okay, well. God bless. I hope you guys like 0 stars on that review. Yeah. Fire it off in the comments.
I'm not entirely certain. Well, we got the refund. Good. We did get the refund. You know, we stayed in contact with Airbnb's customer service and like they made it happen. So thank you. Thank you, Airbnb customer service. But it doesn't matter when the system itself is flawed. Yeah. And if it's a flawed system, then you can have as great a customer fucking service as you want. But if I'm showing up to my Airbnbs and these motherfuckers got jizz and blood everywhere.
Basically every available body fluid.
And does a hotel possibly have jizz and blood everywhere? Sure. But you could maybe get a hotel that just definitely doesn't look and has any visible blood and jizz. Like, you know, that's the hotel room we were in. Okay, I'm sure whatever. It's a hotel room. But you looked around and nothing caught the eye. Clean as a whistle that was. Yeah. So.
Well, I don't blame you guys for getting out of that.
Yeah, it was Airbnb. Get Out. It was Get Out.
It was Get Out meets Barbarian meets The Shining.
Yeah, they should make a horror movie just called Stain because that's terrifying enough. It's so gross.
Is that a band name?
That is a band name.
Is it? Okay, Stain.
And I kind of like Stained.
Yeah, Stained.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm that guy. You know, we're getting older, Esteban. And we talked about the original Spider-Man soundtrack with Nickelback, like, but that's what that era is Stained is from. Okay. And I'm growing up and I'm nostalgic. Yeah. And I like Stained, damn it.
And no one can take that away from you. No. Except for Stained themselves.
And except for Stained themselves.
Well, I'm glad that, the stains were the extent of it. There wasn't any like crazy doors leading to,
It's like
underground.
a gimp tied up in the closet.
Yeah.
Which, just wait, like Redband prediction, Redband Stradamus. There will be a story on Airbnb about like a weird like sex dungeon thing being found. There will be a story about Airbnb at some point that is the movie Barbarian. Like it's gonna happen. Actually, happen.
It's bound to come out.
I'm giving it 2 years tops. You heard it here first.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 5-year window.
I like 5-year window. I'm gonna go on the offensive, but I like the defensive. And if that happens, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, we called it.
We called it. Either way, we called it.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, yeah, be sure to. We definitely want to hear from you
Yeah.
again on the Tubi.
On
Send
the
us
Tubies.
your worst Tubi suggestion, and we
Yeah.
will have to watch it and talk about it.
the worst one,
The worst one
disgusting one.
for Oktoberfest, which we're coming up on and preparing for. We're gonna have Tyler Townsley, of course.
T-Towns on the
T-Towns.
track.
Yep, we're gonna have him back on for Stone Conspiracies Part 3.
Part 3, your favorite Stone Conspiracy segment.
Yeah, that's your go-to.
Your go-to.
Yeah, and so he's going to kick things off in Oktoberfest, but we want to hear again from y'all. We want to put the feelers out. We want, again, another episode like where we talked to people, real paranormal experiences.
Yes.
We want them on the show. So if you know anyone or if you've had any new fresh ones, send them our way. We want to filter it through. We want to get it on the show because we want that spooky.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm anticipating there's gonna be a lot of options, and we're not gonna be able to take all of them.
That's usually how it
So
goes.
we're gonna have to, check, maybe do a pre-screening.
Yeah, best of the best.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a rubric. Was there like, is it have a literary, format? Is there a jump scare in your story?
Yeah.
Is there, and don't be afraid to amp them up a little. I mean, they are scary stories after all. I'm just kidding. I only want the authentic because
want
that's
that
what's
real.
most terrifying when
Yeah.
when you're like, this person's not lying.
Yeah, like I hate that they're not lying, but this is actually true. So yeah, please send. We'll put the feelers out. Feel free to send us your stories or people that may have those stories, and we will definitely see you next week.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe. Stay cool. We'll see y'all next time.
See ya.